Without rendering, a model is just a raw structure. It's the lighting, materials, and rendering that turn it into a true piece of art. Hi everyone, welcome to this video. In this video, continuing from the previous one, we're going to review the materials, take final renders of this scene, and do the post-production. Alright, I've added grass to the scene using forest. And these are trees that I've converted into proxies. I created a plane for the water material, and I also added some lights on this wall. I've also added a surrounding wall around the villa. I exit the camera view, and I placed another camera from this side as well. But I'll use this angle for the night render in the next part of this video. These two lights are just to slightly boost these areas that don't receive much light. They help make the render feel more realistic. These lights don't affect the trees. I've already explained how to create proxies before, but I'll quickly explain it again. Select the object you want. Then choose Open Corona Proxy Exporter. Give it a path, and leave the rest of the options as they are. Using proxies doesn't remove these objects from the render. It just speeds up the render and makes your scene lighter. Now let's go to the materials section and quickly review the materials. This material is for the pool. The next material is for this part of the wall. And the next one is for these areas. These materials are basically the same, just slightly lighter or darker, and I selected them from the Corona library. This is the HDRI for the scene. These two materials are for the rolling garage door. This one is for the interior walls of the villa. This material is for the surrounding wall, also selected from the Corona library. This is the pool water material. I've already made a video about creating a water material, and I'll link it above. I fully explained it there. Just remember to enable caustics. And this is the mosaic material, which is also available in the library. Alright, now let's add the render elements for post-production. Direct, reflect, refract, z-depth, masking ID, caustics, needed for water, shadow, and 2C text map element. I don't set the z-depth distance too high. About 23 meters should be fine. I set the masking ID to material ID. Caustics don't need any special settings. For the C-text maps, we need to add 2 Corona AO maps. I go to the materials section. For the first one, I set the radius to 1 centimeter. For the second one, I set it to 10 centimeters. Now I connect them here. I do the same for the second C text map. Alright. In the System tab, there's nothing to change. In the Performance tab, make sure to enable Caustic Solver. I don't change anything else here. Make sure to enable denoising. I set the quality to Full HD and start the render. After the render is finished, I continue the video. These are the tone mapping settings I used. Exposure, 0.30. Contrast, 1.50. I also added a curve. Alright, these are the render elements. Alpha. Direct. Reflect. Useful for the windows. Refract. Useful for the pool. Z depth. Masking ID. Caustics, I'll select only the pool in Photoshop. Shadow. And the C text maps. I import all of these into Photoshop and continue the video. Stay with me. As always, I duplicate the main layer and move it to the bottom. I turn off the rest of the layers. If you're enjoying the video so far, please hit like, and if you're not subscribed yet, I'd really appreciate it if you do. Leave a comment too. The first C text map layer should be set to multiply. I don't think it needs opacity adjustment. You can see its effect here. And a bit on the grass as well. I set the second C text map to multiply too. But I reduced the opacity slightly. 70% works well. For the shadow layer, I test which blend mode works best. Lighten works best overall. I lower the opacity a lot, around 10%. It reduces the pure black areas of the shadows. I might increase it later. For the caustics layer, I only wanted to affect the pool. So I go to the masking ID layer and select the pool. Sorry, I selected the wrong layer. I go back to the caustics layer and add a mask. Now I set it to screen mode. I also lower the opacity a bit. 80% works well. For the Z depth layer, I test different blend modes. None of them looked great. Maybe soft light. I lowered the opacity a lot. It darkened the scene slightly, but for now, I won't use it. For the refract layer, I again wanted to affect only the pool. First, I set it to screen mode. Using the selection tool, I select the lower part of the image, because I also want that slight effect on the wall lights. I add a mask, and the effect is removed from the windows. I need to reduce the opacity a bit. 80% should work well. For the reflect layer, I don't want it to affect the pool. First, I set it to screen. Then I select from this area upward, and I avoid selecting the ground since it loses contrast. I apply the mask, and you can see the changes by comparing the result. I set the opacity to 40%. For the direct layer, I test which blend mode works best. I think soft light works better. I set the opacity to 10%. I want to brighten the sky a bit. I use the alpha layer to select the sky. I do this on a new layer. Since these areas are vegetation, I remove them from the selection. I use a blue gradient. Then I lower the layer opacity. "25% looks good to me. Let's compare it with before. It looks much better now, especially the pool. I increase the shadow layer opacity slightly. 20% is too much. 15% looks good. I also add a curves layer and adjust the brightness a bit. The overall contrast of the scene looks better now. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope it was useful for you. I'd be happy to hear your valuable feedback. Don't forget to like the video, and if you're not subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe. In the next video, I'll create a night render of this same scene. See you in the next video. Goodbye.